Hey everybody, it's Rob. We're back. We're going to do another Proving Grounds practice machine. This time we're doing a machine called CVE-2023-6019. It is a Linux machine. It is rated as intermediate. I thought it was pretty easy. Typically the CVE machines are pretty easy because they literally tell you what vulnerability you're going to be exploiting to pwn the machine. So without further ado, you can see I am connected to Offsec's VPN. And I do have the CVE machine spun up, and here is its IP address. The first thing we did, as always, is we ran an Nmap scan, service version detection T4, all ports, aggressive, and a lot of stuff came up, but a lot of it's just noise, to be honest. The thing that we want to focus on here is port 9000, which is an HTTP port on TCP. And if you go to that website, it is something called Ray dashboard, which is essentially like a web monitoring metric type dashboard used for clustering and all kinds of stuff. I did a little research on it. I wasn't too concerned about it because I'll probably never see it again. But regardless, the next thing that I did was, because it's named CVE, the machine is named after a CVE, is I just typed in Ray dashboard exploit. And literally the first thing that pops up is the exploit DB entry for a command injection, remote code execution unauthorized. If we go to that, it is in fact the CVE that ends in 6019. So this is the one that we're interested in. And the author gives you a nice little explanation of what's going on here. It's a Python exploit. And the Ray project dashboard contains a CPU profiling page, and the format parameter is not validated before being inserted into a system command executed in a shell. This allows for arbitrary command execution. If the system is configured to allow passwordless sudo, then this will result in a root shell. If it is not, it will result in a user level shell. Either one of them is going to be useful to us. The root shell would be great though. If you look at the code, it's pretty simple. We are going to need a Python virtual environment because it's using requests. Very short, and it's actually got 4 arguments that are required. target, which is the target IP address, port, which is the target port. In our case, it's going to be 9000. L host, which is our attack machine. L port is the port that we're going to have the listener on. So, and that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to download this code by clicking on the download button. And then we're going to open up our folder. We're going to go to downloads. You can see it's named text. So the first thing we'll do is we'll rename it to .py. Okay, and then we're going to drag it over to the Kali folder. And once we're in our home directory, I'm going to create a folder called CVE 2023-6019. And then I'm going to drag the exploit to that folder. So as I said, we have to create a Python virtual environment. So we're going to go into that folder. We're going to right click and we're going to say open terminal here. First and foremost, we're going to do an ls, not an ld, and we're going to do chmod. And we're going to make the Python script executable. The next thing we're going to do is create a Python virtual environment. And the way we do that is with Python 3 tac m for module. The module we're going to be using is venv for virtual environment, and we're going to be naming our virtual environment.venv. We're going to hit enter. It's good to go. So first thing we need to do, we know we need requests. That is typically not installed as a dependency, module dependency. So what we're going to do is we're going to do .venv bin pip install requests. We're going to hit enter. Requests is now installed. So now, in order to run this, it requires the arguments that I mentioned. So I'm just going to go over this real quick with you. Paste clipboard. So we're running Python in our virtual environment. We're executing the script that we made executable and renamed .py. The tac-t is the target, which is the IP address of the machine we're attacking. Tac-p is the port that it's running this software on, the Ray dashboard. Tac-L is our attack machine's IP address. Tac-P is the port that we're going to listen on. So first, we're going to open up another terminal. We're going to do netcat-nlvp on all sixes. We're going to hit enter. We are going to go back to the exploit, and we're going to hit enter and cross our fingers. All right, so now we're going to go back to our window with the listener, and lo and behold, we have a root shell. So we're going to do cd root ls cat proof.txt, and there's the root flag. So as you can see, this again was a pretty easy machine. Like I said, the ones that are named after CVEs typically don't take too much. I like these kind of machines. I like using exploits. I think it's fun. I like trying to get the exploits to work. It's challenging. Some people don't like this, but I much prefer machines like this over like web applications or even things like SQL injection or stuff like that. But you got to be good at all of it if you want to pass the OSCP. So, you know, I'm doing them all, even though I don't enjoy them as much. So anyway, that's how we exploited this machine. I will put all the links to everything that I shared in the description below. If you guys have any comments, questions, criticisms, whatever, feel free to drop a comment below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.